Breaking news, President Joe Biden approving Rhode Island's emergency declaration as we track Hurricane Henri. We are only hours away from impact.
We consider this a serious matter.
Tonight, 12 News is watching the path of Hurricane Henri.
I don't really know what to expect. It's been a while since we've had something that feels kind of serious.
As it takes aim at southern New England. Our team of meteorologists and reporters are live right now with the latest on preparations and key information from emergency officials. First, we're sending things right back over to Chief Meteorologist Tony Pacharka.
Thanks, Chelsea. Category 1 Hurricane Henri, a minimal hurricane at this point. The winds still holding on at 75 miles per hour. To give you some perspective here, here's southern New England and Block Island, and the storm is just about 250 miles to our south, still moving north at 18, so moving north in this direction. We start to feel some of the impacts by tomorrow morning, but more so by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. The official forecast track from the National Hurricane Center passing it just to our west tomorrow afternoon. Get a close-up look at this, more detailed look, and the red line represents where the center of the storm will be, passing over eastern Long Island towards Groton, New London, puts us on the right-hand side of the storm. Would it surprise me if the storm starts to jog a little bit more to the east, closer to Block Island? We shall see in the next National Hurricane Update. With the storm passing just to our west, it puts us on the right-hand side. Usually on the eastern side, you have some of the strongest winds and some rain. On the western side, not as much wind, but heavier rain. I think we need to watch very closely. If it were to jog a little to the east, it would mean more in the way of heavy flooding rain. Wind gusts that we're expecting tomorrow, anywhere from 50 to 70 miles per hour. Southern part of the state, 40 to 50 across interior sections. Widespread power outages likely in all locations, but especially along the south shore. And look at this onshore wind blowing towards the coastline. Meteorologist TJ Del Santo with me out in the weather yard. And TJ, we've been talking about this onshore flow and how, especially at the times of high tide, this may create what is known as the storm surge, and why we're kind of concerned about some coastal flooding tomorrow.
Yeah, we definitely are, Tony. We are looking at, I'm looking at the full sturgeon moon shining brightly out here in the weather yard. And with that full moon, the tides are already astronomically high. You put more water because of the wind pushing that water into southern New England, and what you end up with is that storm surge on top of that already high tide, which can cause obviously more in the way of damage. So we are looking at a storm surge warning for south coastal communities of Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and this also includes communities around Narragansett Bay and around Buzzards Bay. We also have a hurricane warning still for southern Rhode Island and around Narragansett Bay. Areas in yellow, tropical storm warning from Woonsocket to Providence and on over to New Bedford Way. Here's the timeline. Generally quiet through the night, but after 3 a.m. we may begin to see some rain showers and thunderstorms. We are looking at rain, wind, and surge through much of the day, especially in the afternoon and evening tomorrow, but lingering showers on Monday. We'll talk a lot more about the impacts coming up in just a little while.
All right, TJ, thanks. President Joe Biden authorizing the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA to coordinate disaster relief as we brace for Hurricane Henri. This is a time-lapse video from New York as heavy rain moves in there. Governor Dan McKee and other officials urging Rhode Islanders to take this weather event seriously and to stay home starting at midnight tonight through Monday. State police also recommending police departments in coastal communities restrict road access starting tonight as midnight as well. 12 News reporter Molly O'Brien live in Cranston at Emergency Management Headquarters with more on how the state is preparing for the storm's impact. Molly?
Chelsea, in anticipation of a hard hit from Hurricane Henri, Governor Dan McKee is in touch with local and national leaders. And today he urged Rhode Islanders to be prepared for long-lasting power outages and significant storm damage.
We are now preparing for a Category 1 hurricane.
Governor Dan McKee asked Rhode Islanders to spend Saturday getting supplies ready and to stay off of the roads starting at midnight.
Rhode Island is expected to see damaging winds, significant flooding, storm surge, and extended power surges.
National Grid expects this to be a multi-day event.
We do expect very significant outages with this event, particularly given the combination of the foliage on the trees, the saturation that we've had to date, and the high winds that are predicted. And we do expect those outages to be throughout the state.
National Grid predicts it will take crews 12 to 24 hours to assess damage, but they say they're prepared. More than 200 line crews are available and more than 1,000 field crews are standing by. President Joe Biden spoke with Governor McKee along with other governors in the storm's path, discussing National Guard and FEMA resources.
I also took the opportunity to ask the President for his continued support and resources to our state.
A FEMA emergency assistance team and mobile response vehicle have already arrived. The Fox Point Hurricane Barrier opened Saturday night. The Army Corps of Engineers is working alongside Providence EMA to close portions of the barrier on Sunday. And state officials are expected to provide updates throughout the storm on Sunday. There are 2 media briefings planned, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. We'll bring those for you live on air and online. In Cranston, I'm Molly O'Brien, 12 News.
Molly, thank you. Hurricane Henri is set to make landfall in the New England region over the next 24 hours, packing those heavy rains and winds that we've been talking about. 12 News reporter Matt Paddock live in Narragansett as people were out there taking pictures and video as the waves grew tonight. Right, Matt?
That's right, Chelsea. Dozens of people have been lining the seawalls here in Narragansett. But in just a few hours, they're going to be told to go home. This as local businesses spent their day prepping for the storm. Business was booming in Narragansett on Saturday.
Everybody knew it was going to be a beautiful day. I think they call it the calm before the storm.
But business owners like Bob Leonard are just as busy preparing for Hurricane Henri.
We want to make sure our staff and our patrons are taken care of.
Leonard says with that, he and his team made the decision to close the restaurant to indoor dining on Sunday.
There'll be 50 to 60 of us here tonight just organizing it. You know, they know strength is in numbers.
Boarding up first floor doors and windows.
We're prepared as we can be. We have a great staff and team behind us.
Part of that team, Mike Gemma.
The water level on Hurricane Bob.
Mike Gemma has helped with storm preparations at the Coast Guard House in the past.
This is what the storm did for Sandy. The aftermath.
And Gemma says the water and winds can get so strong that boulders like these can end up on the patio or even worse.
You can see the ones down there. The rocks actually picked up and came into the room, right through here.
Having dealt with the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy firsthand, he's more prepared.
I think the building and the property is ready for a storm. We're more prepared than it was before Sandy. Reconfigured it much stronger and better. The stone and boulder work you see behind me was not what it was before Sandy.
Now, Gemma tells me him and his team have been working on the building since 7 o'clock this morning and that they have closed shop for tomorrow and they will not be open for indoor dining. Reporting live in Narragansett, Matt Paddock, 12 News.
The town of Westerly is issuing a voluntary evacuation starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow, specifically near Mesquamaket Beach on Atlantic Avenue. Emergency management officials there are setting up shop first thing in the morning, staging for any potential major impacts. The coastal community, no stranger to Mother Nature's force. 12 News reporter SHIINA LOSCIUTO is live in Westerly with a look at how the waterfront businesses are doing tonight.
Yeah, the big concern, Chelsea, here is flooding. And just in the last few hours, the atmosphere has significantly changed here in Westerly. All of the businesses are closed for the night and now boarded up. Watch Hill and Westerly bracing for the worst. Businesses boarding up with sandbags on the ready, anticipating Hurricane Henri's arrival.
So far, we're taking signs down that we know we're going to blow. Sandbags are ready to pull in front of the door. And just trying to pick up things, make sure everything's above the floor. In case any of the water comes in, we want as less damage as possible.
Employees on Bay Street say they've seen enough to take the forecast seriously.
Even without hurricanes, there's been times that I've come down and I couldn't get past the bottom of the hill to the entrance here because it's been flooded across.
Westerly's police chief tells us officials are watching Henri's path closely, and so are longtime Rhode Islanders.
Could be disastrous like the 1938. Hopefully not.
Our cameras captured things like benches and flower pots being picked up by the town. The horses from the carousel were even being put away as officials prepare for heavy impacts, all while tourists and residents seamlessly enjoyed the nice weather ahead of what's to come.
We came for the day to prepare our boat to be safe up the river here and know these guys and managed to arrange a last-minute dinner.
We know what to do, and we're settling in, and we'll be there tomorrow, and we'll just watch the storm come in and stay safe.
And I spoke with the police chief on the phone earlier. He says officials are watching this hour by hour, and really, as they watch this, they could be announcing things like road closures. We'll keep you updated on that, both on air and online. Reporting live in Westerly tonight, I'm SHIINA LOSCIUTO, 12 News.
SHIINA, thank you. The Rhode Island Red Cross opening up 5 emergency shelters at 8 o'clock tonight. The shelters are set up at Providence Career and Tech, Warwick's Pilgrim High School, South Kingstown High School, Cumberland's McCourt Middle School, and Gaudet Middle School in Middletown. And while you are being urged to stay home tomorrow, if you do travel, TF Green and Logan Airport will remain open, but Green Airport is already reporting cancellations and delays, so check with your airline and our flight tracker on WPRI. Now, Amtrak has canceled all Northeast Regional and Acela service between New York and Boston tomorrow. All service on the Springfield line between New Haven, Connecticut and Springfield have also been suspended.